First thing I want to find out is, by a show of hands, how many people have a smartphone? Okay, we're going to do an experiment. If you want to get your smartphone out, this isn't a political statement by any means. I'm not trying to get anybody elected here. But what I did is you take this question, who would get your vote today to be elected as the next President of the United States? And then you've got the candidates there. So what I did in the past 15 minutes, logged into my Craigslist account. I went to a section called Rants and Raves, which I found out from my brother-in-law. Again, it's one of those viral things. I didn't even know it existed, and he was just telling me all the stuff that people post on there. And if you go on there, you're going to find people griping about businesses. You're going to find people griping about everything. It's a lot of interesting stuff. But anyways, experimentally, I've gone on for our newspapers and posted stuff on there, and it has produced unbelievable traffic. Facebook.com, I went on our Facebook page, posted stuff on there, LinkedIn, as well as Twitter. So I posted in about 5 or 6 different places. So if everybody logs onto the phone at this moment, go to FillmoreCountyJournal.com. What's interesting is Google has added a real-time, and you may or may not be interested in using this, but it's just interesting to see how it works. Google just tracks everything as it's happening. And what's interesting here, this experimentally, I posted it all over the place. It's going to drive a ton of traffic because people are saying, well, I'm going to vote for this candidate. So right on FillmoreCountyJournal.com, right on the home page, people are voting. And when I was up in the booth, right after I posted on Facebook and LinkedIn, we had about 6 votes, 6 people on the site at that time. So this is where people are coming from right now. Actually, it's not even Harmony. It's Omaha, Chaska, Edmore, Hopkins. All right, well, there's people all over voting right now, but they're probably coming because they saw it on Facebook and a number of other places. But it's kind of interesting because right now there's 9 people, and you can see on the map of the United States. The whole reason for illustrating this is just to show how much activity you can generate by using all those 4 tools that I just put out there right at that moment. I don't know if some of you have seen this video. It's a viral video. It's posted basically a ton of people. 9,883,000 people have clicked on it, so we're going to add to that number, and we'll go ahead and watch this video. It's kind of an entertaining little piece.
Oh, look at the monkey.
Did it capture? Why did it didn't say? I put it on capture.
That's a pretty good monkey.
Okay, wait a minute.
I don't think you
here,
can.
now, do it again. What does it say here? Take a photo snapshot. Okay.
Hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. Hello, my gato. La da to get jump. La da to go say hi. La gadeza. Hola, pagate. Java to tape. La ba to patado patape.
Word. Shoot. It said.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Look at that. All the wrinkles up there and the cracks in my head. I can do Mrs. Doubtfire, couldn't I? Oh, it's perfectly all right.
Take a series of photos. I was doing
That's okay.
And you can email these to selected media, but why want to take a picture?
This is what happens when somebody's given a webcam, but they don't even realize that they're recording themselves and streaming live to everybody on YouTube. It actually went viral and then eventually ended up on, I think it was Good Morning America and the Today Show, and they had no idea that they were streaming live, putting themselves right on YouTube. They thought they were just taking a picture of themselves trying to figure it out. This is something that we started SMG Web Design back in November of 2009. And what happened was it kind of grew a little bit faster than it grew beyond our initial plans to the point where we had to kind of get into more functional expertise like HTML, PHP, a number of things. It was far beyond just design. We got into development and stuff. And what's interesting is it's grown to the point where the other day I had Michelle and Gabby and Tyler, they handed this to me. And I know we have a lot of leaders of organizations here and business owners and people who are making decisions for their business. And they gave this to me. It was something found on another website, which, basically assuming the business owner knows best. The business owner is uniquely unqualified to see his company or product objectively. Too much product knowledge leads him to answer questions no one is asking. He's on the inside looking out. trying to describe himself to a person on the outside looking in. It's hard to read the label when you're inside the bottle. And when they handed that to me at first, you know, I was like, so what am I doing wrong? And what they were just trying to point out, which is what we're hoping to also just offer up here, is, you know, we tend to get pretty involved and focused on what we're doing to the point where we think, well, I know everything about my business. Why doesn't everybody else just see and understand everything that I'm putting out there? And so it's really about identifying that and recognizing it and then acting upon it. You got to step back sometimes and take a look at the various how to brand and how to market your company. And these are some brands that represent our company. So the first thing we want to do is just establish just an initial foundation for branding and marketing. Without even seeing a name for a company, the brand on the left here and the brand on the right. Okay, and those two, of course, are notoriously battling brand and brand identity and trying to control market share, and so they're doing all this marketing. If either one of them just stopped for a moment, just to save money, the other one would overpower because, again, it's top of mind awareness. I just bought my first Red Bull tonight because I want a little extra energy, and so I stopped at Quick Trip, and I said, I think I'm going to get a Red Bull. And the only reason I even thought of Red Bull was this last weekend I was watching MLS soccer, and every guy has Red Bull across the back of their jersey. So it worked. What is branding? And it gets back to, again, Pepsi and Coke, logos such as colors and imagery, website address. Nowadays, when you're going to start up a business, it used to be that you just say, well, what's available, you know, file with Secretary of State, you pick a name. Now it's like, well, okay, I'm going to name a business. First, I'm going to go and look online to see if that web address is available. And if it's not available, that might actually determine what I'm going to name my business. It's a totally different mindset than what we thought maybe 15 years ago. But it's significant. Business cards, quite often I run into a lot of people, they have a website and they may not have their web address on their business card. That's like designing an ad that you're going to run in the paper. You have a design, it looks beautiful, but then you decide, nah, I'm not going to run it. Well, it's really not telling people about, you know, where they can find you on the web. It's kind of, you know, one of those things that it just needs to be everywhere. That web address needs to be on your vehicle. It needs to be all over the place. Email signatures, any emails going out, I see that from time to time. Companies will send me an email. They don't include a web address with that. And every form of advertising, word of mouth, shirts, vehicle wraps, signage. The most important thing is, what does your brand identity make people think of your company? And that's what branding is all about. Marketing. And I think everybody knows quite a bit about marketing just because 70% of all advertising spent in the world is spent in America. We are the most marketed group of people in the world. Everybody's trying to get us to spend money with them. And the more one company spends on advertising, then their competitors spending more too. It's just a constant thing. But when you're going down the list of marketing, there's stuff that's been around for a long time, such as newspapers, TV, and radio. Direct marketing, direct mail, or even email. Email marketing is becoming a more popular thing too. One thing that we have in our company, we started getting into email marketing, and basically you can buy these opt-in lists, and we bought a list for the state of Minnesota for all consumers. We have commercial, we have business ones too, but we bought consumers. And it's about 3.6 million people who actually say, I want you to send me emails about special offers or different things. And we use those to promote our papers. That's primarily what we use them for. But guerrilla marketing, it's kind of like when you're driving downtown Rochester and you see that Statue of Liberty person. I don't know if they're protesting or if they're just trying to get me to stop by and do my taxes there. Positioning is, you know, walking into a convenience store and you see, you know, the cigarette companies used to be notorious for it, but now it's pretty much lottery. You get right up to the front counter and there's lottery everywhere. I mean, they got screens now, they've got everything. It's all about trying to get your attention. And then, of course, relationship marketing, which is, you know, the people buy from people, and you can have all the marketing in the world, but this kind of gets back to that word of mouth. If you have, you know, if you burn bridges, you're not going to grow your business, and a matter of fact, you're probably going to die with your business. Viral marketing and network marketing, this is where it's getting very interesting because you don't necessarily even have to pay a company to help you get these things going, and that's what we're going to talk about. Here's a great one. This is one that was done by JCPenney, And has anybody ever seen this one? Beware of the Doghouse. Okay, this went viral. It's 4 minutes and 44 seconds long. We're not going to watch the whole thing. But basically, JCPenney had this entire little storyline made, and they put it out there, and it's ended up on blogs and everywhere.
My eyes are closed.
All right, here we go. Here it is. Okay.
This is my anniversary gift?
Yep.
A vacuum cleaner?
Dual bag. This is the best vacuum cleaner you'll ever have, baby.
Get in there.
What? Not a big fan of that look. I got you.
New arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is this place?
You are in the doghouse.
The dog?
Since time immemorial, when men have messed up, they get sent here by their wives or girlfriends. Fold.
Yeah, but I don't deserve to be here. I didn't do anything.
Every man in the doghouse thinks he's innocent. Isn't that right, boys?
Look, all I know is that I got my wife this really nice gift, and then now I'm here.
What'd you get her?
This brand new dual bag vacuum cleaner, actually.
Hear that, boys? He got our vacuum cleaner.
You're a fool, man. Well, it was dual bag.
And dual bag doesn't know why he's here.
That's a good video, though. It's 4 minutes, 44 seconds long. But you never saw that on TV because, you know, they're not going to, the amount of commercial time it would have cost would have been pretty long. So anyways, that's just an example. And a lot of companies are doing that kind of thing. They're creating videos, putting them out there. They're not even paying to have them, you know, put up in a TV commercial. So what is online marketing? And I think everybody has a little bit of an idea. The problem that I think in general a lot of people have is that there's so many different opportunities. There's a lot of stuff coming at us in all different directions. So it's trying to pick and choose, because really, you know, you could just have a full-time job being a social media junkie. I mean, that's ultimately what all of this stuff is, and there's so much of it out there. So it's trying to weed through it and pick out the stuff that's going to pertain to your business. We're going to watch another video. This one is done by Eric Qualman. He put out a book called Socialnomics a few years ago,